Hey, how are you? Welcome to this new video about Python. In this video, we are going to create about a piano tiles that plays for us automatically. Characters that the hello world has if, for example, we would have tried to do it with. It has a few ads, but it works for us, so here we can skip it. And well, as you can see, I was already testing the bot. Here is the maximum score. For example, in the first levels I got a score a little low, but the speed increased very fast. But the one that was better for it was in the last level. So we are going to be testing it with the last one. And well, first let's see how this bot works, which works as follows. Thanks for watching. Requirement required. Well, it was not bad, because you have to keep in mind that I was recording and my computer is not very powerful, but it was pretty good, really. And well, let's see how we can program the bot. Now we are going to see how we can program the bot. For that, first we are going to import two libraries, and the first is Pyautogui. And the second is keyboard. The first library that we import will serve us for when we want to click and also to obtain the information of a certain pixel and a certain coordinate. And the second keyboard will serve us only in case we want to stop our application. So, for example, first we are going to call a method that is mouse display position. It is display mouse position. And if we run the console, this should give us the information of the mouse in certain coordinates. For example, here we are inks equal to 877 and ini 234, and it gives us its color. So, its color in red. So, this is going to be very useful for us. For example, here we wanted to get the information of the first, second, third and fourth quadrant. So, for that, first we see that in 510 and 470 approximately. Yes, 470 and 510 more or less there. There it is. In this position it is more or less in the middle, in the axis. And we can get its color. We are going to save the positions, which is equal to 510. And we are going to save it here. We said it was 470. More or less. 475. We are going to put 475. This is going to be practically the same for all the quadrants. So, it is only going to change x. So, for example, here x would be more or less around here, which is 630. We are going to put 630, and here we are going to put x. So we are going to put it the same. We go to half. And more or less by, more or less. Ink set is equal to 745. X, which is basically the last quadrant. That is for 860. We are going to leave it at 860. So we already have the position of each of the quadrants in half. So here, for example, here would be half, which is 860, and now what we are going to get is the rough color. But as you can see, it is black. It's almost black. Let's see. Yes, it is basically black. However, there are some keys that their color does not start with 0. That is, they are not totally black, but they start with 16. Which are the keys that are little blue. Right now they are not seen, but later in the level, they will surely come out. So, here we are going to implement the logic. Which is going to be basically in an infinite cycle. Or until we want it to come out. For that we are going to use the cycle. And we are going to use the expressed method. This method returns a boolean if the key we indicate here is pressed. So in this case it will be the letters to leave. And while it is not pressed, what we are going to do is that with the Pyautogui library. This is going to return us a tuple. However, we have to indicate the coordinates in x. In this case we have x, which is 510, and y, which is 475, which would basically be looking for this part of here. Well, if that is fulfilled, or rather, here we were missing. We said that it returns a tuple. Then we can access its value with position, which is the same, if it is less than or equal to 20. Or it can be even simply less than 20. I tell you that the maximum I found was 16. So there is not much problem here. But let's put 20. If this is less than or equal to 20, then it means that there is the key. Then in that case you have to click. Pyautogui click. Then basically, I would be clicking in this part of here, when I'm detecting the key. And for the others it would be basically the same. And here I advance the video a bit. And we return. Now yes, that's it. In fact, as you can see, it is basically the same. The only thing that changes, is here for example, instead of x, we put, and if this is fulfilled, and click on s. It is basically the same for all, but in their respective coordinates. In each of the squares that are here. With this we already have the bot ready. Quite simple, but very interesting. And if we run it. But before running it, we have to comment this line here. Because if not, it will not let the bot run. Then we comment this line here. And we can run our bot. And here. Nothing came out, that means it's already running. Oh, it's gone. I think I pressed this key. Yes, I think I pressed this key. Well, I'm missing something here. And it is that. We have to deny this. Then we have to put a not. In lowercase. Because it means that, as long as this key is not pressed, well, our program, it must continue to work. So I never entered here. But with this not. Now it must work. So let's try it. Here is the level. And now yes. If we run it. Here we are missing the dot. Now yes, nothing comes up. It seems that now it is working. Nothing came out, so let's start it. And as soon as I press start, it will be detecting the keys. In this case I gave this key. Just to remove it. But as you can see, the bot is quite simple. And it works. It does not require much logic. However, it is a bot. The bot is quite simple. Even the logic is very simple. However, it is quite interesting. And in the next videos, we will be bringing more bots.